be calling you a radical. So here we go again with the great Dog and Pony Show, the greatest event in human history, the Fukushima nuclear energy meltdowns, and the greatest crime in human history, the cover-up of the said event. Freaking afraid of nuclear meltdowns, afraid of nuclear meltdowns. Oh my God, afraid of nuclear meltdowns until they happen. Freaking the imperialist media, this incredible, horrific quarter of a century that we've all had to live through. I remember when I was a little boy in 1967, I remember writing on my paper, God, it really turned this. I remember this something came over me about the year 2000. I'm like, oh God. I always was afraid of the year 2000, intuitively. The intuitive mind, Einstein. I was always afraid of it. And the first few days, both the people that I really am the closest with died of leukemia. Just the first few days of this horrific century. Then we got this nightmare. That's real, by the way. One of the election officials sent it to me. Never forget Bush Gore. Never forget Bush Gore. Never forget that. I mean, we're going to mask over that. Then, of course, we got the gift that keeps on giving. They were Saudis. The great lies of this quarter century, the great imperialism reappears this quarter century. The genocide of this century. The denial of this century. The debt, Ayn Rand Greenspan science fiction economics of this quarter century. I mean, but the crowning jewel, 3/11. What a fucked up quarter. An imperialist media that evolved itself into pom-pom teams, propaganda. Operation Foxconn News versus MSNBC when they're identically the fucking same. They're imperialists. I mean, come on. Remember in this first quarter century, MSNBC fired Phil Donahue for calling out the lies of Iraq and Afghanistan. Remember, CBS News fired Dan Rather for calling George W. Bush a draft dodger when George W. The conspiratorial nature of this quarter century by who? Then they call you conspiracy. The conspiracy is like when you're in a relationship and one's cheating on the other, it's the one accusing, almost always, that's doing the cheating. This has been the most fucked up quarter century in history. Deicide, I'm going to call it. You mix, well, what a quarter century of genocide. That's exactly what it's been. A quarter century of horrific genocide. By who? The United States imperialists. The bootlickers and their fucking lies. Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass when they full well knew he did not have fucking weapons of mass. Went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. Fucking life, liberty, firstborn, 22 a day, 22 stage of troops at the Polygon, radioactive in the fucking Russian New York side. What took down the old USSR? Gorbachev, right to my face in Vienna. I went to his speech twice. The invasion of Afghanistan, the nuclear singular meltdown at Chernobyl. What took down the old USA? Turning into this genocidal maniac fucking deicide fucking society. The invasion of Afghanistan and the nuclear meltdowns, plural at Fukushima. So here we go. The Dog and Pony Show goes on. So here it is. TEPCO with their fishing pole. They call it Telesco. Okay, get your fishing pole. Lake Barrett's got that line. Rahm Emanuel's got that pole. Let's head on down to that TEPCO fishing hole. Oh, yeah, we're talking day 4,987 today. The Russian pole's got a close. Now, remember, this is in Unit 2, not Unit 1. Unit 1 and 3 are full core holes. But that's unarguable. Fucking as I named Delmar Argentina syndrome in the name, how's China syndrome named? 3 Mile Island goes all the way through. Fukushima has proved that China syndrome is very real. Somebody says, oh, elephant. There's no fucking elephant foot of fucking 1 or 3. Maybe 2, but I don't think so. Fuck, you might have some side. So it snips and get this. Now, stay with me on this. It gets 5 millimeters. That much. 5 millimeters. Now, let's go back and Matrix. Remember when we were learning Matrix in the 1970s? It was required. I was a half miler. I ran the half mile. And they changed that to the 880 while I was running the half. And we were learning metrics. We were learning. I mean, we really had a recycling renaissance in this country. I mean, we were getting it done in the 70s. It was post-war, post-Vietnam. Fucking, we threw the oligarchs. We says, fuck you. We're not Canada Fire. We burned our draft cards. We took to the fucking streets. Fucking a beautiful, sexually, fucking artistic spirit. We had the artists. We had the musicians. We had everybody that was anybody. We put the tax rate on these fucking oligarchs that imperialized us on to 99%. There were no billionaires. Fuck it. That didn't fly in this fucking society. Fuck, we had a beautiful fucking culture in the 1970s. Really downsizing the military. Fucking really became anti-military. We became so communal in this fucking country. You just look at the art, the culture. Look what people look like in the 1970s. Who's the icon of the 1970s? Really, Farrah Fawcett. Fuck, how good looking was she? Dies young of cancer. I see her at Delmar all the time at the track. You know, she lived in that house right next to the I call the Farrah Fawcett now, the fucking D South line. They get 5 millimeters. Now stay with me. Kiddies, we know that there's at least 880 fucking tons of melted fuel in those fucking reactors, in those 4 reactors, which is most likely more than that, but we'll stay with their narrative on 3 or 4. 880 tons. Now we know TEPCO is not running the show. Lake Barrett's running the show. The same guy that ran the cover up at 3 Mile Island. Fucking Rahm Emanuel, the United States, Yalta by the Sea. Remember, kiddies? Fuck this country fucking threw out their education. Well, they gutted the education. How can you have knowledge when it's not even taught? You know, we divided up the world. The United States took Japan. Why did we build 54 nuclear reactors on a fucking place we know full well has major tsunamis and earthquakes, the most active fucking tsunami and earthquake place on the planet? Genocidal pop, Oapi drop. These are genocidal fucking maniacs. But we fought back against them all through the 70s. So, kiddies, how many millimeters are in an ounce? Well, you can convert, right? How many are in a pound? Because they're saying ton, then millimeter. They use anything to confuse you. It's like when they set the scale from 1 to 7 on a nuclear disaster. Now, who would set a scale from 1 to 7? That's trying to deceive you. That's malice from inception. That's what we call malice in legal circles. Like Obama standing on the White House in March 17th, 2011. Scientists tell us that plume is coming over us right now. By the way, I used to own the domain Plumegate, and somebody who was supposedly helping me, going to save me, so my Russia sold it. Why I was fucking dying in a bone marrow transplant. Fucking. These are my friends. Friends like that, who needs enemies? So, scientists tell us it's safe. No need to take precautions when he's flown out of the fucking country with the fucking oligarch crew, including Jeffrey Melt. Fucking G. The exact same moment his aide, Cheryl Mills, freaking emails are going out through the Beltway, through their inner circle, leaked by WikiLeaks. Remember, got to talk to Henry before we go to Fukushima. Talk to Henry. Billy Clinton's emails. Hama, the whole crew of them, left, right. Don't go outside. The plume is coming over us right now. Scientists tell it's radioactive. Take a shower, wash your clothes, take some. Hello, you can't handle the fucking truth. Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction when Colin Powell full well knew that he did not. All the weapons inspector. I was in Vienna in those fucking days. I used to talk to him. They don't have. I was a piece of. I was not born with these scars across my face. It took years. So I've been trying to get a plane flight to DC. Fuck, you should see. Everybody's all geeked up. You know. Well, I was there in 2016. I was there in 2018. I was there in 2020. I was there in 24. I mean, I'll go clear back to the fucking this election. I was there. Fuck, you didn't see that one on the news. Fucking 2000. Fuck, was that radical and intense there? Holy fuck. But what a fucked up quarter century. 880 times. Now we're talking 4,987 days. How many days is that? That's 13 and a half years. They still can't get in there. Now remember, they sent in the USS Reagan. It was right there. In the situation, I know word for word what happened in the Situation Room, and it was classified, so I couldn't talk about it. People send me emails, says, "Let me this." Come on. I know what they put him in prison for in Texas for just forwarding an email. I held the brick in my hand. Swartz. Decipher. Tried to give it to him. I'm not getting on a plane with that. I mean, these fuckers play dirty. I don't believe in violence. They do. Remember all this historic work I did while in critical condition. Kicked off Medicaid. 5 grams we got. And this is in Unit 2. This is not even down into the core of Unit 1 and Unit 3, which we know those are gaping holes. 60 minutes. Took Kevin Blanche the first hour to tell you all this, but you wouldn't listen because they kettled me, and you can't handle the truth. You don't want the fucking truth. Coward Weekly in America, what a fucked up century, 9/11 to 3/11. 9/11 was Saudis. They were all Saudis, and everybody knew it. Fuck, I was a derivative ARB guy. I taught at the #1 school business in the fucking country. I was a teacher there then. I was a student professor cleaning up some MBA, had been asked to take over on the death of Clyde Cooley. I was running the show. #1. Wharton was our sister school. Why Musk was there. I graduated there. If I talk about viciously get attacked. I taught that class. I taught the derivative ARB class. Calls, puts, stripes. When 9/11 happened. I had Saudi kids in my class. The legendary finance professor Clyde Cooley had died. They asked me, Kyle Madsen. He's running the show. He's in over his head. That's who took the pictures of me with Warren Buffett that used to be on the walls. That scumbag who stole our school business, and Bill Gates. Now they're under investigation for the FBI. I mean, that all happened in 2000. What a fucked up century for selling state secrets to China. Look it up. Kevin, do you think you might have, they bought puts on the airline? I says, yeah, I'm the first guy that identified they bought puts on the airline guys. I can read fucking websites from the CBOE. You had to trade them on the fucking Chicago Board of Options trades. Fuck, I was so effective at what I did then. I would call the Chicago Board Options. I would call them on the phone. And when Gates stole Novell Word Perfect here, they knew my voice. This is before any voice recognition technology existed. Oh, hi, Mr. Blanche. What options would you like today? Novell, fucking. How about Connexton? Remember that company? How about Palm Pilot? Remember that? Give me some 45s, calls, and some 10 puts. And what expiration? Could you write July's and August? We'll put in the order. Next day, always there. Always there. Always. That's what I taught. That's what I did. But what happened? Oh boy. 3/11 happened. Cancer happened. Death happened. I was so afraid of this century when I was a kid, intuitive mind, for Hamlet and Cassandra got together. They had a baby. If you don't know anything about Cassandra in Greek mythology, she's the goddess of integrity, the beautiful, the sexy, the incredible. Come on, come sleep with me. Huh. The all-powerful God. No. Why? I'm supposed to bow down to you just because you're powerful? Huh. Won't do it. Well, if you don't do it, I'm going to curse you. Curse me with what? You'll be able to see the future. What kind of curse is that? No one will believe you. And your heirs for time and all eternity. There's a crossover between Greek mythology in reality and mythology. How much it's all based on reality, and it's quite the dichotomy. Same with so much other, Hulk was made from plutonium. Spider-Man, Otani Futonium. Baseball metaphors matter. So 60 minutes on day 2,816. Leslie Stahl to Lake Barrett. They have a mock-up over there. They're surely not sitting they want to. They use the homeless, the distraught, never killed anybody. The Fukushima 50, all that in that dog and pony show. I was so populous in Japan that the Fukushima 50s, the lead guy's mother emailed. I was the first one on earth to report that he was dying of cancer. His mother emailed me. Google Translator existed in 2013. And I used to get so many emails from Japan, and then all of a sudden they sealed it off. But I was the first one to report it. Just a coincidence. He died of cancer, but it killed nobody. Fucking the homeless, the distraught, the fucking mob ready to fucking clean up. Leslie saw the Lake Barrett on day 2816. They tag it robots. Well, you're telling me there's a full blown out fucking core meltdowns? First time in you? Yeah, they're full core out. Yes. Where are these cores? See that hole over there? See the Pacific Ocean? Leslie saw Lake Barrett. Well, this is like going to the moon to fix this. Lake Barrett to Leslie Stahl. Way bigger than that. This has never happened before. This has never happened before. This has never happened before. This has never happened. Probably the only true statement he's ever made in his life. Oh, he's true. Obama, the only true statement he made the entire time he was president. Well, he goes to Japan. His fake sushi is. Well, these treaties on the island of Japan were signed long before I was born. Delta by the Sea. The United States runs that entire dog and pony show. This is the greatest cover-up in here's the great. And it took me a long time to really figure out. I knew this. I mean, I did the due diligence at the Water School business at Weber State, the university that General Electric built. Utah Construction merged in 1975 with GE, the greatest, biggest corporate merger in world history at the time. Utah Construction built the entire nuclear industry. They built the whole fucking thing. They built the reactors at fucking Fukushima, Japan. They're Mach 1 and Mach 2 GE water boilers. I knew my work because I did so much due diligence, economics, fucking biology. I was a triple major. Economics, biology, fine art. Fucking, I'm the guy that did the due diligence on the reactor. I knew they couldn't handle an 8 on the Richter. When I was in the Energy Solutions fucking dump site protesting Mike Lee bringing in that fucking Italian waste on March fucking 11/20. That's where I was at when it happened. I got home and the barge, that was activists that put that barge up there. Anderson Vanderbilt Cooper, fucking at Fukushima, Japan. Him and Sanjay Gupta at there. Nuclear meltdowns every day, 6 days, hundreds and hundreds of times. Sanjay Gupta, him. They come home, never say it again. You think that's coincidence? Who runs this fucking country? Trump, you going to talk about the Fukushima cover-up? You going to fucking... Yes. Did he? He met with a B 17 times. For a United States president to meet with a Japanese PM once is historic. I think it only happened once or twice before that. 17, including blocking out the windows of Mar-a-Lago on Inauguration Day. Look it up with Bob Crafted. Whoa. The more I know about Bob Crafted, the more I'm dead sure that they cheated on all those fucking Super Bowls. Now the rumor, and this is just a rumor, that MIT was working with them. Yeah. And they were, they radio to the quarterback in the headset and the defensive, it's usually the middle linebacker who's running the sets. They were intercepting fucking. There's no doubt in my fucking mind. Inflategate, fucking. Remember Spygate? Ask John Madden. Remember Spygate? Fucking the greatest show on turf. Didn't that start out this fucking century? The great fucking century of cheaters. The great century of fucking, quarter century of fucking cheaters and fucking liars and deceivers. Fucking media turns into a propaganda fucking left, right fucking dog and pony show. The greatest crime, and the American populace can't handle the truth. They don't want the fucking truth. Inside the situation, John Holdren, fucking Rahm Emanuel, David Axelrod propped up by the nuclear scene. Barack Obama, who's green as fucking grass. Make it so. They send in the U.S. radiate, fucking nuke all their men to death, just like they did my father in the Nevada test site. I fight to defend them. Nobody defends me. It's unbelievable, fucking the work I do, fucking promoting people fucking doing anything, because I take the high road, they take the low. I'm on the campus at the same time as Damian Lillard, at the exact same time. By the way, did fucking Donovan Mitchell stick it in his face last night? You know what he's done with his money, fucking his fame? Jazz are the worst fucking basketball, baseball metaphors matter. The Jazz are the worst fucking team in fucking history of basketball. They traded away Mitchell. Fuck, did you see him last night? We're rebuilding. Okay. Fucking the CIA imperialist, Gail Miller, lobbies the Utah state legislator to get legacy trust. What's a legacy trust? It's always been taboo. Anything old world order. We had a Revolutionary War, fought against imperialism. We fought against it. No imperialism in this country. Inherited wealth is an old world imperialist thing. So we looked down on it. We were against it. You cannot legislate from the grave. The Supreme Court's ruled against it. She lobbies and lobbies and lobbies the Utah State Legislature to get a legacy, which that means you can from the grave after you're dead, your assets, your land can be like, she lobbies, she marries the attorney after Larry Miller, he was all about winning, wasn't he? They're not now. She lobbies to get a legacy trust through. It gets through. She says it word for word. The reason why I do this is we want to keep the Utah Jazz in Utah, in the Miller family forever. Then right after it gets through, she sells it. To who? Where did he come from? What's the three branches of government in the United States? CIA, NSA. Come on. Fucking, we know what BYU's involved. By the way, the English department's going to be, I thought it was going to be named a long time ago after my auntie. She grew up right there. May Blanche, that's my auntie, the famous English professor. We were saying it has a long legacy of blackballing their historic figures. Ask Fawn McKay Brody. Ask Wat Masaka. Ask Trevon Smith. Ask Kevin Blanche. The University of GE, the imperialist. Then she sells it. He's going to move it, tear down a Bravo Hall, gut the arts, talk about cancel culture on. Donovan Mitchell used to talk about cancel culture here and the dude got it. Oh, he gets it. I know him. I rode on the plane with him just by coincidence. I'm coming home from the IEA in Vienna, in Austria, at my daughter's wedding in the Mediterranean Sea. And there he is. I didn't know who he was. And sitting right by him, I said, what's a guy like you doing flying to Salt Lake? I was in JFK. Blown away. What else do I have to say? I play for the Jazz. Well, who are you? I'm Donovan Mitchell. I didn't know they drafted you. I followed along his career in high school in New York because I was in New York all those days. And, that academy that he played for was all that good. High school basketball in Brooklyn, upstate, all that then some. Really? I said to him, well, be careful because these fans, there's a lot of problems inside that arena with racism and with all kinds of problem things. I'm telling you, it's really turned into a problem there. The old school, beautiful fans, basketball fans in Utah have left. They've probably said they've imperialized it. I said, did you see the end of the Warriors Jazz series where the Warriors swept them with Kevin Durant, and those fans sitting on the front row chirping in his face, and he's just going back up, and then he scored what, the last 12, 11, 13, 14, 15 points of the game. You know what Donovan Mitchell said right to my face? Don't feed the line. Oh boy. I mean, oh boy, that's what athletes feed on. They feed on being dished. They feed on losses. They feed on being spit on. They feed on being slighted. Oh boy. When a doctor looks you right in the eyes and tells you, in 2011, get your affairs in order. You have maybe 2 months to live. In the prime of your life, my 2 beautiful little grandsons born right then. My first boys. Well, I watched my father. I held his hand as he died after being nuked in the prime of his life. I held Annika's hand in the Huntsman as she fucking died. You can that beautiful, incredible fucking activist. That pole swinger. What a fucking mind. What a body. What a person. I mean, when it can mow down people like that, in the prime of, she was 38 years old. Pop, pop, OAPI, drop. These imperialists, when they're done, first they come for the indigenous people. That's what Fukushima's like. When they come here to this fucking land, these European invaders, these Spanish invaders on the California side, the Portuguese, the fucking Columbus, pass out the smallpox blankets. When they come here and slaughter the indigenous people, fucking. I mean, hello, these are the fundamental foundations of this country. But nobody wants to talk about that. I grew up right here. I was thinking, I had a dream last night about the wigwams right here. So I grew up on this incredible marsh. It was so beautiful. It was so incredible. It was still pretty well pristine and untouched on the delta where the Ogden and the Weber merge and dump in. 200 years ago right now, fucking Jim Bridger Jedi Smith got here. The first European invaders. This was all Shoshone land. There was wigwams there. I remember I'd ask people, what are those? Oh, they're muskrat dens. Oh, they're perfect. I mean, it used to always confuse me. I was, I think, 7 or 8 years old. And finally, T.O. Smith's wife, my second grade teacher, I had issues, you know. She figured it out because people were thinking I wasn't autistic. I wasn't. I was just in tune with my environment, with my place, so beautiful. And I could see the future, I told her. You think? Yeah. Kevin, those are people's houses. What? What are you talking about? You do know that, yeah, I know that Native Americans lived here. The fact that we still call them Indians is beyond the top. Weber stayed at the D Event Center, the palace that they built. I'll do more work up there. Open smart. I think it's beautiful that Weber State has done this. They opened the last 2 years now playing at Indigenous D2 school. They play the Indian school. Still kind of, they're not from India. Think about it. They come here, what they did to the buffalo. Now, I want you to just calm yourself and think down in your dogma. You've been poisoned for all these years by television, by film, by fucking movies, by books. Books are dangerous, by the way. Books are really dangerous. You have to fucking, when you read a book, you should be taking fucking 4 grains of salt before you read it, maybe 6. I want you to think about this. You're in California a couple hundred years ago. You're a European invader. You're fucking slaughtering the fur here, fucking getting for the French, the beaver, fucking whatever. And you walk up on one of the sequoias. And you're like, holy fuck. You ever been to the sequoias, to the giants? You ever seen them? You ever, I mean, slept in the redwoods, but have you ever seen one? I mean, right there. And you're like, oh my God. It'll be odd, take your breath away. It will stun you. Think about that. The first person that walked up on that. And they still cut them fucking down. They cut down 96%. I want you to think about these fucking lunatics. Why would they stop at the Pacific Ocean? Because they're genocidal fucking maniacs. Don't you see that? Popo Oppie dropped. Oppenheimer, 1938, the genocidal fucking mass murderer. Not my words. Louis Strauss's words. Not my words, Albert Einstein's words. Not my words, Leo Lazar's words. Leo Lazar used to live next door to my grandfather. My grandfather is Abe the Fourth, the statue at Old Town. His grandfather. That's the people that found the gold of Sutter's Mill. He called himself the great Mormon socialist. Kevin, you're not going to inherit 5 fucking cents. You get that from me? You need to learn a fucking trade. Yes, sir. You give back to your community. Yeah, I was recruited. I could have went to Caltech. I could have went to Berkeley. I could have been 15, 16 years old. I got the high. They had these new tests. It was on hearing sound. They call it the Einstein test back in the 60s, early 70s. I think I'm in 5th grade. And they gave it to the entire school, and you had to they place on, you had to identify. I didn't even know this till I was in the 8th grade. And a counselor came to me and he says, look, Kevin, you got the highest scores in the country on 3 of these said tests. What? Where are you going to go to college? Don't know that I am. Oh, what am I going to do? I live here on the farm, on the ranch. I fucking like it. I'm on the landscape. I think I might be a writer. And I'm like, as I learned going along that I don't want to be a book writer because it took me a long time to get this, that writers don't change really anything. They're regurgitating reporters. I don't want to be that. I knew Wallace Stegner from my grandparents personally. My grandparents knew him very personally. They were very connected people on the Hunsaker side of my family. And I lived on the Mormon welfare farm here. I grew up picking. I grew up hoeing. I grew up doing all this incredible work. I took care of the baby calves. I pulled the baby calves out of the fucking mother's when they couldn't come out. I would wipe them down with the towels. I nurtured. That was my gig here on the incredible landscape. I was so connected. I'm like, no, I like it. I like being with the fucking birds. My grandmother there at God's Symphony. It was stunning here. It would take your breath. I've had to sit here and watch this mega welfare dairy drain off the fucking wetland, one of the greatest wetlands in the fucking world, illegally. Same guy that backhands his worker in the fucking mouth, knocks it on video, fucking loots hundreds of millions of dollars out of the welfare fund. I had to sit and watch this place be fucking destroyed, wiped out. The muskrat's gone, the jackrabbit's gone, the fucking blue heron's gone, the tundra's fucking we're gonna get new license plate in Utah. Fucking save the Great Salt Lake. I documented the Great Salt Lake so heavily the Great Salt Lake was at perfect levels in 2012, and I proved it. But people can't handle the truth. They don't want the fucking truth. That's Fukushima. Fukushima's the greatest fucking event in human history. Fucking 4 full blown out meltdowns, 8 spent fuel pools, blown to smithereens, and it's Trump. You gonna open the book on the cover up of Fukushima? Made Fox News. Yes. John Trump. Look up, Google John Trump. I see Trump talked about him yesterday, finally, for the first time. The MIT. Why would a bee fucking come to the United States, come to Harvard? Our group followed him, and he goes to MIT Media Lab. Why would he go to MIT Media Lab? The same place that Aaron Swartz downloaded the fucking server. A non-violent crime. Louis Ledbetter just died. A non-violent crime, one of the true greatest activists in American history, Aaron Swartz. Why would they give him 35 years for a novel? Heyman and Ortiz. They teach at Harvard, copy, paste, PhDs. I got glasses and shave my head. I'm on TV. When it's been out of these PhDs, she stole them. He stole them. They stole them. They're not PhDs, the greatest PhD. What am I supposed to do? Stay in my fucking handcuffs? I go fucking rogue. And do the greatest PhD in human history. What do I get for it? I got a fucking badge of honor. I got a pacemaker. I got kicked off Medicaid. You want to talk I could write a book just on the abuse of fucking the medical system in the United States to Kevin Blanch. I had $1 million worth of Tesla and Apple stock in 2011. Play back the tape, Your Honor. And Elon Musk sure the fuck didn't start fucking Tesla. I knew both those guys. Remember? Go all in. Sell your silver. Go all in. Go all in. This is in the summer of 2011, which I did. One of the only times in my life I was not insured. I was fucking tightening up some IT stuff, experimenting with some stuff, doing stuff, getting ready to fucking teach in fucking Europe. Probably Austria. Boom, the freight train hit me. I was not too blind to see the writing on the wall, not ready for the fall. Fuck, talk about a man could tell 1,000 fucking lies. I got cancer. The fact that I go into a bone marrow transplant on 11/11/11. Fuck. Wow. Wow, but way too uncomfortable. Fuck, you have a conversation with somebody, I remember for years and years talking about the Shoshone right here, fucking, this is their place and how we just took their fucking land, and they'll look at you and just drool. This is the foundation of this country. Can we fix this nightmare? Well, I think we could surely do better. I mean, this first quarter of a century is coming to a fucking end, and what a nightmare it's been. 9/11 and fucking one imperialist fucking liar after another. Fucking started out with Bush Cheney. Fuck, went off to Afghanistan to kill a town. Pop, pop, oh, oppie dropped. They never stopped. 1938, J. Oppenheimer. Well, this thing, atom theory, was kicking around for a long time. Fuck, germ theory, he didn't come up with that these could be harnessed the neutron. Nuclear means fucking derivative of neutron. They knew that this thing could be developed. I mean, J. Oppenheimer, if the Germans want this thing, this bomb, which turned out to be the A-bomb and the hydrogen bomb, they will have it first. I worked with the German nuclear physicist. They're the best in the world. The only thing Einstein ever agreed with him on. Okay. They open up the spigot on the mountain. Teller and Leo Lazar drive to Long Island to his house. Leo wrote that letter, not Einstein. The DOE still saying, which used to be the Department of Atomic, Jeff Bezos' grandfather at Los Alamos with the original spigot. What? He's real nice, Bezos. Fucking. They coursed him and he signed it. He says immediately right after I signed that letter, I knew it was a giant mistake, and he called it his greatest mistake of his fucking life over and over and over. If you do it all over again, I'd be a plumber. He was so remorseful of signing that letter. They opened up the spigot on the mountain, they never shut it off. 1943, behind enemy lines in Germany. They have fucking trying to find out he's got it. They come back, they're talking in code. Baby never born, mother never pregnant. Don't have it. We're never interested in it. Not even fucking pursuing it. Don't close the, no. Leo, who wrote the letter, backed out immediately. He was so remorseful. The whole Leo Strauss holds the fucking Oscar, Robert Downey Jr., on 13 years to the second in Laurel Canyon of the fucking greatest ecological catastrophe in human history, the Fukushima nuclear. To the second, 13 years. It was March 10th, late at night here. Two cats in the yard. Life used to be so hard. Now everything is uneasy because of you. Didn't Graham Nash write that when he was with her, Joni Mitchell, living together? Isn't that who wrote that? Right there. Graham Nash, the only one that stayed in this fight. I used to see him at Mothers for the Peace. He would sit right by me. The rest of them all dropped out. Springsteen sold us down the fucking river. Remember? He was all fucking anti. They were all anti-nuclear, but no, they weren't. They were just like the people that gathered on with me. They all backed out. Everybody left the Manhattan Project. No need to fuck. The war's over. Fuck, it's done. Fuck it. Oppenheimer said in an interview, would you have dropped it on Germany if you would have got it sooner? Yes. He died of cancer pretty young. Pop, pop, oh, oppie dropped. They never stopped. Remember that guy? Tsar Poo-Poo. Imperialism. Pop, pop, oh, oppie. He dropped it anyway. Not one, but two. Mister, we could use another like Hoover, Hoover. Little guy. How brilliant was All in the Family? How fucking brilliant. How brilliant was she? Archie, fuck off. Brilliant. Shut up, meathead. Shut up, me. What are you, some kind of commie? Never in the history of mankind has any people, has any nation, has any army indiscretionally mass murdered women and children. Till now, it revolts my soul. August 7th, 1945, Herbert Hoover. They've twisted you into believing that Herbert Hoover caused the Depression. Hoover was a humanitarian who won all kinds of fucking awards. Who fought against fucking Braun and his propaganda machine on the Banana Republics. I mean, the dude was incredible. Anybody was anybody. Dorothy Day, true man, you're a real true man. I hope it comes up. Anybody was anybody. They never stopped. Don't you cross that parallel and turn fucking North Korea into a fucking kitchen called hell. You ever talk to any of the fucking Korea MacArthur Marines? My dad. Oh boy. When my dad fucking, I remember a cop, I had a bumper sticker on my car on a Sunday morning like this. I was headed one door to gamble some football, and I had a bumper sticker on my car that says, Bush lied, soldiers died. This is right after the whole Dog and Pony show, right as we were going in. This young punk ass fucking claimed he was a cop, pulled me over and told me I could smell alcohol. I says, I don't drink. What are you talking about? I don't fucking drink. I got out and he says, well, I'm ex-military. We just went into Afghanistan. I was like, where you been? You never seen no combat. I pulled out my Dodge Tog tags and he got all stupid with me and pushed me. He says, I don't like your bumper sticker. And he tried to fight me. Sunday morning, and I'm like, whoa, dude. And I was like this. You don't want to fucking fight me, motherfucker. Let's go over there in the fucking grass. So he called backup. Thank God one of the backups was an ex-Marine. Big fucking islander like this. He knew me. He says, oh, you're Dwayne's son. Yeah. He said, let me see them dog tags. He took them because I used to wear them forever and he kissed him. You should have heard him rip that fucking dude. He went off on that fucking guy like that. Dude ended up getting fucking fired. I was not born with these scars across my face. I got sucker punched by some fucking brass knuckles over this same fucking thing. Sucker punched. I mean, the violence they committed against me, fucking standing up to these machines. Pop, a whoppy. Don't you cross that parallel and turn fucking North Korea into a kitchen called hell. Fuck, he told him not to cross that. He did it anyway. You know about Hell's Kitchen? Oh, fucking. You're talking the nastiest fucking. That's way beyond fucking nasty. What they went through. Don't you cross like parallel and turn fucking North Korea into a hedge? Murder, rape, heartbreaking. No wonder they hate us. Fuck, they're a fucking massing on the fucking border right now. Zelensky comes out and says, we need to take them out now. Putin's fucking joined in with fucking him, North Korea, fucking. Fuck. World War III, didn't World War I start in Crimea? Dorothy Day was there. So was fucking Campbell and his fucking trying to prove the theory of relativity. They were there. Remember they seized his equipment, threw him in the gulag, and it took Eddington to rush in and say, oh no, it bends. The Quaker, the peace activist. Einstein, I'm a Quaker, I'm a peace activist. They had a dossier on him. Just because that parallel turned North Korea into fucking a kitchen called hell. Went up to Vietnam to kill the fucking Viet Cong. Kissinger, Cambodia. Got to talk to Henry before we go to Fukushima. Got to talk to Henry before we go to Fukushima. Got to talk. Why would you want to? What? Hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. Hell no. We fought back, says fuck you. We will not be counterfeit. We're done with this fucking globalist fucking oligarch fucking board game. Fuck you. Tax rate fucking well in the upper 90% on these billionaires. People looked at them, they spit at them. Art, culture, sexuality, beauty. Look at the fucking 70. Peace, prosperity, art, culture, happiness, joy. Fucking then Reagan. Oh, fuck. H. Bush. I was fucking in Dallas. JFK blown away. What else do I have to say? Heartbreaker. Fucking heartbreaker. Then the fucking, I did not inhale. Ayn Rand, green sweat, dead aside. Cut the rate. I was the guy at Weber State. I did the due diligence. We did the CPI and the PPI for the state of Utah at Weber State. I'm the guy that did it. Kyle Matz, Kevin, 2000, Q1. I never, ever seen you get it wrong. Ever. You always out in front. You always know where the rate's going. You know whether it's going up or it's going fucking down. There's a picture with me and Volker, fucking 6'3", standing there. The old Eccles Fed. I didn't get it wrong, Kyle. Greenspan got it wrong. Inflation's starting to show. This is Q1 2000. It's starting to rear its head, and he didn't raise, he lowered. They cut. I used to, in my class, I'd say, What's the traditional interest rate? Put your money in the bank, the fucking power of compounding, Einstein. What is the most powerful fucking concept on the planet? Compounding. Was he talking about your bank account or bioaccumulation of nuclear fallout? Both. I used to tell him, just remember Babe Ruth hit how many home runs? 714. 7.14 is the traditional interest rate. The rule of doubling. They slashed it for 20, and then you wonder why we have one lever. The Fed has one lever, interest rates. QE 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is how we track the money supply. Now we have Bitcoin. They're going to go more nuclear. No, they're not. I mean, the cult. Inflation has been fucking raging since, just going like this since 2000. Then you got deader fucking Biden and deader Trump. Fucking Trump in that 4 year, Trump was already president. In 4 years, what did he do? He ran debt. He ran more debt in that fucking 4 years than any. Well, and then you throw Biden in, huh? Oh, COVID. Well, fuck. What about fucking cut the rate because of 9/11? Cut the rate because of everything there ever was. This is the most fucked up quarter century in human fucking history. Fucking genocide. Oh, fuck. Look what's been about fucking 2014. Obama lets him walk into Crimea, Tsar Putin. Same old thing, 1914, with their guns and their tanks and their fucking, not the same old thing. They have depleted uranium. Where does depleted uranium come from? Depleted uranium comes from a nuclear energy reactor. What? Why phosphorus? It's a weapon. It's against international law. But the United States thumbs their fucking nose in international law because beware of the military-industrialized complex. We're there. That was not a cliche. Watch it, read it. It happened. In 1999, Clinton goes to the GOP, the moral majority. The fucking moral majority takes over in 94, this fucking big wave. 40 years later, is it going to be the opposite? Maybe, we'll see. The moral majority. Dennis Hastert was the lead guy at the moral majority. Where's Dennis Hastert? He's in prison. For what? Look up what Dennis Hastert's in prison for. That's moral? I'm a rainbow striker. Up is down, black is white, wrong is fucking right. Clinton says we have to down, the debt's going from 3 trillion to 4 trillion. It's out of control. We got to get this fiscal house in order. This was in the 90s, late 90s. The only way we're going to do is downsize the military. Can you imagine the GOP in this day and age, or the fucking imperialist military industrialist complex imperialist left? Let's do it. They did it. Remember? Hillfield was going to close here. They closed McClellan in Sacramento. Downsizing. Fuck, we had a surplus in the late 90s. Then the gift, the fuck, talk about fucking. I knew it. I could feel it in my gut. Remember that 5th of November. Remember the little window in Florida? The Supreme Court never did rule that fucking Bush won. They ruled that there wasn't enough time to get. Now, who called it? Operation Roger Ailes. Where's he at? He's the one that blocked the call. The League of Women Voters, by the way, the first state to give women the vote was here, right? Yeah, Utah. Colorado. Wyoming. How many votes it take to be president of the United States? 6. 5 Supreme Court judges, your daddy put him there. They never ruled that he was. The League of Women Voters in 2001, in September, was due out for their count. The New York Times buries it on the 19th fucking page, just like they did Megan Rice, one of their own, fucking when she broke into Y12, buried it on the 19th page. The imperialist media. Unfucking real. Then the gift that keeps on giving, 9/11. All that work I did there at the towers for all those years. Trump used to go off and give these incredible speeches about fucking 9/11, how they were Saudis. Then he gets president, he jumps right in bed. Will the superfecta happen? We have the cover up of Fukushima, Obama. Trump doubles down. Obama, Biden triples down. Will Harris be the superfecta of the greatest crime in human history when her mother was the epidemiologist at Livermore, the nuclear lab? I'm the one that was feeding her all the time. She becomes AG in 2011 in California. That's how we got Sinanofri, the fucking greatest grassroots accomplishment in human history, is the shutdown of Santa Monica. TikTok, Diablo Canyon clock. Lessons from Fukushima unlearned. Pop, I'll be dropped. They never stopped. Just because I parallel turned North Korea into a kitchen call. Heartbreaker. Why not Vietnam to kill the Viet Cong? Got to talk to Henry before we go to Kissinger. Got to talk to Henry before we go to Fukushima. Got to talk to Henry before we go to Kissinger, Cambodia. Hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we took it back. I did not inhale. Ayn Rand, Greenspan, science fiction economics, fucking dead aside, fucking the gift that keeps on giving, fucking 2000, fucking 9/11. They were Saudis, so we go off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. Life, liberty, firstborn, 22 a day, 22 to go after 4,000 or 5,000 fucking Taliban. Fuck, they had nothing to do, no fucking remember Afghanistan. What took down the old USSR? The invasion of Afghanistan. Let's boycott the 19 Olympics. Carter's smarter. Carter, for what? The invasion of Afghanistan. What took down the old USSR? Back. The invasion of Afghanistan. Fucking the nuclear meltdown of Chernobyl. Fucking, that's Gorbachev's words. And we get Tsar Putin. He's not a fucking president. That's an evil fucker. They were Saudis. Went off fucking Iraq to get Dick Cheney and Paul Wolfowitz and Christian Dior's son, a big old sack. All lies. Saddam Hussein is what? Total lie with malice. Colin Powell and Donald Trump both died of the disease I have, multiple myeloma. Stage your troops at the polygon. The radioactive, blame it on the burn pits. Fucking spray white phosphorus on your own fucking man. Take no prisoners. People that never bled. People that were never there. People that never fucking were military service. Pop, OAPI dropped. They never stopped. Why would we go to Afghanistan? Why would we slaughter 2 million innocent women and fucking children in fucking Iraq? And nobody from Iraq ever laid a finger on the United States. But you talk to people, they can't have. Why would we steal all these people's fucking land, come across here, fucking kill the buffalo, take out the fucking carrier pigeons, fucking slowly kill every animals, cut down the fucking sequoias? Why would they stop at the Pacific Ocean? They didn't. We got a reprieve for a while in the 70s and the 80s. Peace, prosperity, happiness, and the gift that keeps on giving. Fucking went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. Went off to Iraq to get Dick Cheney, Paul Wolfowitz, a big old sack. Democrats giving Dick Cheney, one of the greatest war criminals in human history, a standing ovation on the House floor. Warmonger left, warmonger fucking right. War pigs. Fucking beware of the industrial military complex. Fucking don't beware. It happened. We're there. Dead aside. Huh. Same old theme, 1914, with their guns and their tanks and their bombs and their fucking... No, it's not the same old theme. They have depleted uranium. They have all kinds of these fucking nuclear weapons. They fucking deploy them. They use them all fucking day every day. Fucking North Korean fucking troops lining up on the fucking Russian-Ukraine fucking border, and we do nothing. Oh, fuck. Putin's puppets. Which ones? They're all Putin's puppets, including Obama, including Trump, including Biden. That should have been ended a long time ago. You know how many fucking people? We lost 55,000 men in fucking Vietnam. Heartbreaking on all fucking Kissinger's lies. Cheney's lies. Fucking Nixon fucking lies. Fucking JFK. LBJ's lies. How close was that election in 68? Maybe you could beat up Dan Rather on the House floor. Wasn't the Democratic convention in Chicago this year? I see no protest because Trump killed the street protest and his useful idiots. How the fuck is he the fucking Democratic nominee? Blows my fucking mind. Oligarchs make it rain in Ukraine. Technology on Russian and Ukraine has been outed by multiple. Another Ukrainian female journalist has been killed. Remember when Putin killed Anna in 2006 in cold blood? Bush did nothing. Obama did nothing. Trump did nothing. Biden did nothing. Murdering journalists. She was born and raised in Brooklyn. The Middle East of Eden. What's going on in the Middle East? Fuck. starvation of fucking children. Just, I mean, it's brutal. Pop, pop, oh, I'll be dropped. Don't you cross that parallel to North Korean to hell. Hoover. Never in the history of mankind is any people, is any nation, is any war machine indiscretionally mass murdered women and children until now. I'm ashamed. And then you have the so-called Christian right who promotes this. KSL right here at fucking in this predominant religion in Utah, fucking pounding on fucking the drums, fucking Doug Wright, fucking these people, Sean Hannity, the insanity, fucking pounding water on 10 hours a day on Afghanistan, which was a total lie, and everybody knew it was a total lie. Fucking 9/11 to 3/11. This is the most fucked up quarter century. What are we going to call it? What are we going to name it? Deticide, I'm going to call it. You merge fucking debt with genocide, one with the other. How do we dig out of this? Well, we make the fucking, the same people that looted the country, they can pay it back. They can pay it back with their billions and their trillions. Put the tax rate back to what it was. Let's just go back to 1990. I say let's go back to 1979. Damn the torpedoes! Don't want to live like a Chernobyl refugee. Don't like to live like a Fukushima, Japan refugee. Don't want to live like a Los Angeles, California, TikTok, Diablo Canyon, fucking nuclear reactor on the Ring of Fire. The greatest grassroots accomplishment in fucking human history. The shutdown of San Onofre. Never shuts down without Kevin Blanch and his cancer. My Place in Time. For Hamlet and Cassandra got together. They had a baby, and I can see for miles and miles and miles. Run away from Kevin Blanch, the most fucking accomplished fucking activist in modern history. What do I get for it? Well, they haven't put me in a rubber room and beat me to death like they did Semmelweis. I haven't hid underneath a fucking church for 40 years like fucking Michelangelo. All new knowledge will be fucking persecuted. Kevin Blanch, March 2011. This is new, which I named Fuktonium. Dead ties put your feet. We have fucking 13 years of data. Well starvation on the grays. Well starvation on the humpbacks. Fucking tide pools. The heat dome over the western United States. This incredible fucking genocide. And fuck, we have all the data. In science, we don't do mystified, baffled, stumped, curious, alarmed, do we? No. We have the data. We know the greatest outlier in human history happened in 2011. It's unarguable. It's unarguable that the fucking trees, the fires, the washed up, starved to death fucking mirrors, the sea lions, the fucking seals. We have all the data. You can run fucking congressional model. My tide pool work 30, 40 years ago, I'd have 3 or 4 Nobel Prizes. What do I get? Slandered, attacked, open heart surgery twice, kicked off Medicaid, fucking poverty. My Place in Time. No wonder I was afraid of that fucking year in 1967, 2000. For the intuitive mind. Albert Einstein had a dream when I was an 11-year-old boy that life bent. He was the most fierce anti-nuclear fucking energy activist who ever lived, Albert Einstein, till Kevin Blanch come along. Augusta Landmeiser in Vienna, Austria, one guy. That's my grandpa. That's my uncle, Frieda Mausenblau. The fight goes on. 5 millimeters, 5 milligrams, 5 whatevers, when there's 880 tons. This has never happened before. Like Bertolus, this has never happened before. This is like going to the moon. Way bigger than that. It's new. FU. Plutonium. Stay tuned. I'm not giving up. I was in that bone marrow transplant center, clinging to life, going in and out of a coma when they had the steam malfunction. That's San Onofre. I was leaking that out. That was that day, late June 2012. Without Kevin Blanch's cancer, that thing never. That's the greatest accomplishment in grassroots activist fucking history.